Hey guys, Slasher Movies 410 back again with another video, and for today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Friday the 13th Complete Collection Blu-ray box set by Scream Factory. And I know I briefly showed this box set in my recent scores video and talked a little bit about it, but for this video I wanted to go more in depth and take out all of the cases individually and simply review them. And again, if you guys haven't, I highly recommend purchasing this set because it is currently 30% off on Amazon, which means it's going for $112, which in my opinion is a very fair price considering you're getting so many amazing features. In my opinion, this is the best Friday the 13th collection that has ever come out. I actually like this one better than the Steel Case collection that came out around 2011. You know, this whole set is just great. As you can see, the artwork on the box itself looks fantastic, and it has all of the different Jasons from each movie wrapped around it, and I really like the blue and yellow color that has all throughout the box. And you know, the set itself is loaded with tons of new special features and bonus material, and for any Friday the 13th or any horror movie fan in general, this is definitely a must-have. Okay, so you guys are probably dying to see what the cases look like, so I'm going to take them all out and show you them individually. Okay, so to kick things off, here is Friday the 13th Part 1. Now, I really like this case because it comes with the theatrical version as well as the uncut version, which is super awesome. The artwork on the inside is also reversible, so you can change the cover to whatever your liking is. I really love the original film. It is definitely a classic. It's the film that started it all, and this movie is actually infamous and famous for one particular reason, and the reason why is because Jason Voorhees isn't the killer. It was actually his mother, Pamela Voorhees, and you know, the only reason this film isn't ranked higher for me is because it hasn't exactly aged all that well. You know, some of the effects, just weren't that great. But in my opinion, the best death scene in this movie has got to be Kevin Bacon's death and obviously Pamela Voorhees' death. But as a whole, this movie just isn't my favorite in the series. It's a little too slow for my liking, but definitely still enjoyable. Next is Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, I really enjoy this sequel. It pretty much rehashes everything that Part 1 did and does it better. I really like the idea of Jason being a campfire story and basically he comes to life, which is awesome. And I really love the Sackhead Jason. And in my opinion, the Sackhead Jason is scarier than some of his later incarnations. It also has some unnecessary scenes and unresolved issues. But still, I think the climax was well executed. And in my opinion, the best kill has got to be the guy in the wheelchair rolling down the flight of stairs after getting face stabbed. So let me open it up. It just comes with one Blu-ray disc right there. Next is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. Now, one gripe that I have with this box set is the fact that they didn't include the 3D glasses for this movie. I'm not really sure why they did that because on the standard DVDs they always had that. However, this movie is definitely my favorite Friday movie. I know a lot of people might think that this movie is slow, but personally I don't think it's as slow as Part 1. I think the film does a great job at building up suspense. And even though the kills didn't age the best, I thought the harpoon kill was awesome and one of the best kills in the series. And this is the first movie that Jason dons the iconic hockey mask, which is always cool. So let me open it up. It just comes with one Blu-ray disc right there. So there's Part 3. Next is Friday the 13th Part 4. And I know a lot of people love this movie and it's a fan favorite. And it's generally number one on a lot of people's lists. I still like it, but it's not my favorite. Personally, I think they spend way too much time on the teenage romance in this movie. And every time I watch it, I forget I'm watching a slasher movie. I will say that I love the character of Tommy Jarvis, and Tom Savini's special effects were definitely top-notch, and the finale of this film is one of the most intense sequences in slasher movie history. So let me take this out. Just comes with one Blu-ray disc right there. Next here is Friday the 13th Part 5. Now, this movie often gets a lot of hate for one thing only, and the reason why is because Jason is not the main antagonist in this film. You know, the entire movie is played out as a whodunit type of plot, kind of like a mystery plot on who the killer is, and It's basically plays out kind of like a Scooby-Doo plot. Uh, this movie is obviously more bloodier and gorier, and the movie does have a few decent kills, but the motive behind the villain is just so uncreative and boring that it makes the villain a complete waste of potential, in my opinion. This one is alright, in my opinion, but definitely not great. It's definitely the weakest, or one of the weaker movies in the series. But let me take it out. Comes with one Blu-ray disc. Next, here is Friday the 13th, Part 6. Now, this is a film that changed Jason completely. You know, they kind of made him into an unstoppable zombie. And, you know, here in this movie, Jason is a lot more ruthless and brutal. And on another note, it was awesome to see this movie finally live up to Camp Crystal Lake by having the counselors actually acting like camp counselors for once. And Tommy Jarvis was also awesome in this, and he's easily the best protagonist in the series. So let me open this. Just comes with one Blu-ray disc. Next is Friday the 13th, Part 7. Now, I didn't think this movie was all that great, honestly. The whole, you know, telekinesis girl versus Jason was kind of weird. It was almost like Carrie versus Jason. But, you know, I guess it was made up by the fun effects and stuff. But overall, this movie isn't the best. But, you know, I thought the makeup and costume design was amazing. The movie itself isn't anything special. But, you know, it was Kane Hodder's first appearance as Jason, which was pretty cool. And also the characters drag the film down a bit. And most of the kills are sadly not great. You know, like every time they're about to show a kill, they always cut it to where you can barely see it, which I was not a huge fan of. So, yeah, that's the downgrade of this movie, but I'll open it up. It just comes with one Blu-ray disc right there. Next movie is Friday the 13th, Part 8. Now, in my opinion, this movie is definitely one of the worst in the series. The fatal problem is that most of the film doesn't even take place in New York. Over half of the film's runtime is spent on a boat headed to NYC, which introduced us to some like terrible characters and terrible character motivation. And the only memorable part is honestly when Jason punched the guy's head off, and then also when he approached those thugs later on in the movie and they ran away, but that's about it. This movie was a huge disappointment. But here it is. Just comes with one Blu-ray disc right there. Next, here is Friday the 13th, Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell. This is another horrible film. You know, the movie is universally accepted as being considered the worst Friday the 13th movie ever made, which I 100% agree with. First of all, Jason possesses people in this movie, which is just weird, and it's just beyond stupid. They also try way too hard to explain Jason's supernatural origins, and it doesn't solve any mysteries whatsoever. It just kind of raises more questions that are enough to give you an excruciating headache. Also, Jason looks terrible here, and the only thing I can say I liked about this film was the very end, which showed Freddy pulling Jason's mask down to hell with him, hinting at their eventual crossover in Jason X. But anyways, let me open it up. Now, I like that this set does include the unrated version and the theatrical version. I don't think there are too many drastic differences, but it's pretty cool that I got two movies pretty much in one. So, there's Jason Goes to Hell. The next movie is Jason X. Now, once again, the series just got crazier and crazier as time went on. You know, now Jason has taken sci-fi levels of crazy. And obviously, sending Jason to space is the most ridiculous concept of all time. But we have to remember, guys, we are never going to see a movie like this again. Even though it's so bad it's good, you know, it's a fun movie to watch with your friends on the weekends when you're bored. And also the Uber Jason was kind of cool, but it reminded me nothing of Jason. He was kind of more like Terminator in a way. The only thing that is memorable is the nitrogen death scene, which is definitely one of the best Jason Voorhees kills, I would say, throughout the series. But anyways, there's the back. Let me open it up. Just got one Blu-ray disc right there. Next is Freddy vs. Jason. Now, this is a movie I actually really enjoyed. Even though I am not the biggest fan of crossovers, I think they did a pretty good job with this movie. There are still a couple problems with this movie, though, for sure. One of them being Jason's weakness, being water, which is by far the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Most of the time before this movie, Jason was perfectly okay around water, you know, and he's even like swimming underneath the water and stuff. But for this movie, he's afraid of water. I just think that's really dumb, like I mentioned. And another thing, the cast is just completely unlikable. You know, there's not one character that I actually liked in this movie, to be honest. But, you know, it takes a while to actually get the villains to be themselves again and kicking ass. But, you know, when they eventually do, the film truly delivers. So there's Freddy vs. Jason. Let me open it up. This comes with one Blu-ray disc right there. Okay, last but not least is the Friday the 13th, 2009 remake. Now, in my opinion, this remake was pretty solid. Here they tried to take everything that's great about the franchise and make it better. One thing people will instantly notice is that the kills here don't exactly fit the original Jason's MO. Here, he is a lot more ruthless, brutal, and sinister. You know, for example, when he leaves someone to cook alive in a sleeping bag that's hanging above a campfire, and he lets one of the guys cry out in agony and try to bait the other survivors. Stuff like that basically was just kind of out there, but some of the characters are pretty likable, and the cinematography was pretty good too. You know, this is like a very dark kind of movie. So let me open it up. I believe it just comes with one Blu-ray disc. Yep, so there it is. And then it comes with one more thing over here. This is the bonus material disc. It actually lists some special features on the back. Let me read them to you. So it's got a new interview with composer Harry Manfredini, new location featurette, return to Crystal Lake. You know, basically it just has like a lot of behind the scene features and stuff like that, and documentaries. That's pretty much all it says. But there's that. I'll open it up so I can show you. It comes with two discs. It comes with bonus disc 1 and bonus disc 2. And then lastly, it comes with this really cool booklet. I really like it. It has some high quality pictures and good stuff, good information inside of it. I'll just kind of breeze through some of the pictures. I'm not going to show you all of them though, but yeah, there's that. I'm definitely going to be reading this for sure. Scream Factory really did a great job with this, and the new Blu-ray scans for each film look terrific. And they really did a great job with the transfers, and the sound quality is great too. So guys, that's going to be a wrap on this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of my newest box set in the comment section below. And also let me know if you would like to see a review of the Scream Factory Halloween box set that was released back in 2015, I believe. So if you guys would like to see that, again, comment down below. And that's going to be a wrap on this video, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell. And I will see you later with some more videos.